Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Champ here. Gonna talk about the NFL Week 2 of what happened, like a quick little recap. And I'm also in this video gonna be having two different types of games, me playing them both, obviously, of Madden. So I hope you enjoyed the two games. But here I'm just showing you guys a quick little preview of my previous opponent. It was Tay-12 Brady VIP. He's ranked 2 in the world. And I was Houston Texans, he was the Falcons. My score was 25, he had 29, so I was able to keep up with him. My record doesn't show that I'm very good, but obviously I'm pretty good if I'm keeping up with the number 2 ranked guy in the world, as he was Atlanta and I was Houston Texans, you know. But hope you guys enjoy these two games that I'm about to post for you guys. Hope you guys enjoy the quick week recap of the National Football League of Week 2. And if you come this far, like and subscribe to my channel, share it, hit that bell to get notified when I post. Alright, enjoy the games. Alright, let's start off with the Thursday night football game. The Houston Texans versus Cincinnati Bengals. Texans won 13-9. There's really no big highlights to that game, really defensive ball game. I guess the biggest highlight is Deshaun Watson. He starts his NFL career with the win, and the biggest highlight in that game was Watson scrambles. He runs for about 50 yards for a touchdown run to end the half. And also another big highlight, a bad highlight, is Cincinnati Bengals still don't have a touchdown on offense after 2 weeks of playing football. So for that reason, they let go of the offensive coordinator. Now we're talking about the Browns and the Ravens. Ravens ended up winning that game 24-10. No big highlights here. I mean, Deshaun, I think his name is Deshaun Kaiser. I'm sorry if I had that wrong. He had, I think, 182 yards about, but left the game. I think he ended up coming back, though, with the migraine. Other than that, really no big highlights on either sides of the ball. And then we got Carolina Panthers against the Buffalo Bills. Panthers ended up winning that game 9-3. It was pretty much a boring game. Like, if you wanted to go to sleep, you can just turn that game on and you can easily go to sleep. But once again, the big highlight is Cam. He got hurt, I think his ankle, but he kept playing through it. Another big injury is Greg Olsen's out about 6 to 8 weeks with a broken foot. So you might want to, I don't know, you guys, if you guys play fantasy football, maybe get Calvin Benjamin a start, because he's going to get more targets as Olsen's out. We got the Arizona Cardinals against Indianapolis Colts. The Cardinals won 16-13 and went to overtime. I mean, for it being a toilet bowl, I guess you can say, it was a really good game. It went to overtime. But Brissett threw a pick, his very first play in overtime. So Arizona kicked the field goal and they ended up winning that football game. You got Tennessee Titans versus Jacksonville Jaguars. Tennessee ended up smashing the Jaguars 37-16. Murray has some hammy issues, so he let Derrick Henry run for 14 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown. And the Jaguars allowed 17 points in the third quarter. They allowed a lot of big plays happen in that third quarter, so they can't allow that to happen. They got to regroup. They got to feed Fournette more. I think he only like 40 rushing yards about. I can't remember off the top of my head. You got the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium. Chiefs won 27-20. Kareem Hunt is still balling. He had 13 carries, 81 yards. I believe he had 2 touchdowns. I'm not sure if one was rushing. I'm pretty sure they're both rushing. I can't remember. You have Travis Kelce. He's still balling. 8 catches, 103 yards for a touchdown. He also had like a little shuttle pass, so it's like a rushing touchdown for him. So he had 2 touchdowns. Eagles had a chance to tie it up with the Hail Mary, but because they got the onside kick, but unfortunately they didn't get it, so they got the L. You got the Patriots against the Saints. Patriots won 36-20. Tom Brady comes back. He's ageless. He throws 3 touchdowns in the first quarter, racks up for 447 yards. Gronkowski showed up week 2, 6 catches, 116 yards, and 1 touchdown. He got hurt. He did not return to the game. But AP, man, he's still a no-show. 8 carries, 26 yards. I say you got to feed him more. That's just my opinion. You got the Vikings versus the Steelers. Steelers won 26-9. No big highlights here, except Bell bounces back, 27 carries, 87 yards. 5 catches is slowed down, I guess you can say. 5 catches, 62 yards. That's pretty much about it for that game. You got the Bears and Bucks. The Bears had 7, Buccaneers 29. Just another boring game, I guess. Just a blowout. Evans had 7 catches, 93 yards for a touchdown. And the only reason why the Bucks scored is because it's pretty much garbage time stats. Like, they scored in like the last 2 minutes of the ball game, if I remember correctly. Don't quote me 100% on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Alright, now we're on to the Dolphins and the Chargers. Miami Dolphins got a huge win for that city. They ended up winning 19-17. I mean, the biggest highlight of this game is Gage sets a milestone for most touchdowns for a tight end with 112. I'm not sure where that puts him at in the rankings and the whole history, but yeah, that's a pretty big accomplishment coming from a tight end who really didn't play college football. I think he didn't play college football. I think he played college basketball, but that's a real big accomplishment anyway. Landry showed up big for the Dolphins. 13 catches, 70 yards. That's big. And then you got I can't pronounce this dude's name, so I apologize ahead of time. Ajayi had 122 yards on 28 carries, so he was balling himself. And then Koo, he missed 2 really clutch field goals. He missed a field goal to win the half, so that would have done him big. That might have changed the outcome at the end of the game, because at the end of the game, Koo, the rookie kicker, misses the game-winning field goal. So that's not good. So Chargers are starting the year off with 2 rough losses. That's not good. Then you got the Jets versus the Raiders. Jets 20, Raiders 45. I mean, Crabtree had like 3 touchdowns. Lynch is over here dancing on the sideline when he gets on the Jumbotron. I mean, that's not, I guess, the biggest highlights is Marshawn just having fun out there and playing football, showing Oakland what he's about, you know. So nice job by the Oakland Raiders getting that win there. I think in Vegas they were favored. I think -14, so they were supposed to win by 14. They ended up winning by a buttload of points. All right, now we're on to I think we're on to the evening games now, like the 4 p.m. Eastern, I think, unless if we've already been on that. I'm not sure. All right, anyway, we got the Washington Redskins against the Los Angeles Rams. The Redskins ended up winning 27-20. I mean, Rams defense, for them they having one of the best front sevens in the National Football League. They Redskins ran all over them. Kelly had 28 yards. Thompson had 77 yards, and he even broke out for a long one. So that stands out big to me. Maybe the Rams aren't as strong as we all thought they were on the front seven, but who knows? I guess it's only week 2, you know. Maybe Washington does have a good offensive line. They know how to run the ball. You know, you just don't know. But on a good note for the Los Angeles Rams, Todd Gurley finally shows up. He has 16 carries, 80 yards, and 1 touchdown. Jared Goff's been looking pretty good these past 2 weeks. And he's not. I guess he was a rookie. He was obviously a rookie last year, but he's not showing no sophomore slump or nothing. He's actually playing better than he did last year, so that's a real positive note for the Rams going forward in their franchise and onto the season. You got the Atlanta Falcons, a Sunday night game. Atlanta Falcons against Green Bay Packers. This is supposed to be a really good game. 2 juggernaut offense going at it. But once again, Atlanta Falcons were dominating the football game just as they were last year in the NFC Championship game. Falcons won 34-23. I mean, Rodgers needs to step up against ATL. That's just plain and simple, you know. He can't do it all by himself. A-Rod by himself he had 33 completions. He threw the ball 50 times. 50 times. That's because they're down by like a gazillion points. Like, that can't happen. That defense has to step up, or the offense has to score more when they touch the ball against the Falcons, because Falcons just got their number. A-Rod had 2 touchdowns. Freeman, he's he's just a beast running back that nobody talks about. He had 84 yards for 2 touchdowns. Jones just a beast. He has 5 catches, 108 yards. So that's what, about 25 yards a pop, if my math is right. About 25 yards a pop. Yeah, that's really solid. On to the Monday Night Football game. We got the New York Giants against the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions ended up winning that game 24-10. Once again, that Giants offense is a no-show. Odell Beckham didn't help out at all. But on a good note, well, I guess not a good note, but a nice highlight that I saw was Marvin Jones had a nice leaping touchdown in the first quarter, so that Lions can go up by a touchdown. That was a really nice grab, really nice throw in my opinion. And if the Giants need to make the playoffs, they just need to step up on offense. I think their defense is pretty much bailing this team out right now, but nonetheless, I thought it was a boring game myself. Now we got America's game of the week. You got the Cowboys versus the Broncos. Broncos ended up winning big, 42-17. Elliott did not get fed. He had 9 carries, 8 yards. So that's not good. All Broncos did was stack the box, forced Dak to beat us. He had 30 completions for 50 attempts, 230 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had even a pick 6. He had 2 picks in that game. Trevor Siemian's balling. He had 4 touchdowns. Broncos have the best offensive line right now in all of football. They lead the league in rushing, by the way. And yeah, that's just a quick recap of Week 2 of the National Football League. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you did. I'll be doing this every week. Thank you.